the original randomizer, as Pidge likes to say. Really, all I'm going to be doing this entire time is efficiently clearing viruses. I really don't want to. I want to avoid a couple of things, namely dropping pill halves a long way. So, like when I clear one virus color, and there's another half of the pill left behind, it's dropping.
Like this happening right there. You want to avoid that as much as possible because that falls at like a constant rate, and it's quite slow to have to deal with. So a lot of the things you're going to be seeing him doing, especially in the early stages, just kind of avoiding that happening. Because as you keep going in the game, there's more and more pills in each level. So at the start of the game, there's only 4 and then 8. So there's a lot of wide open space, and there's no viruses to break the fall of the pills, so you just kind of got to sit around waiting for it to fall.
One thing you don't want to do is that. I just got to get warmed up here.
If you've been watching GFA for a long time, I ran Dr. Mario like 2 years ago or something like that. So finally someone other than me is running it here. You can try to do fancy stuff like that. That's not really that fancy, but it was cool.
I have to drop that.
Yeah. Sometimes it's faster just drop and wait for it than try to gamble on finding like a double pill that'll make it not drop.
Yeah, one thing is, like, instead of making the most optimal play, it's often good to just make the fastest decision that you can. You don't necessarily want to be as efficient as possible if you can just be placing pills as quickly as possible without making too much clutter for yourself.
It's a problem I know quite well. Sean's PB in this is like 32 minutes?
Yeah.
I think?
32:48?
Yeah, you have a good PB in this. My PB is like 37 minutes or something like that.
I also haven't come close to 32 in a long time. This game is hard.
It is. I can attest to that. I mostly, my primary version of the game is Game Boy because I hate myself, but this one is like, it's a lot easier to move around in this version as opposed to the other ones. Like, in Game Boy the mechanics are really strange. In NES, like, the pills are just kind of stiff. They're like, moving them around left to right is like kind of annoying. This one is just really fluid and feels good to move around in.
I kind of dislike the lower levels just because of all the open space, like Pidge was saying before. There's not enough options. The more viruses are there, the more places you have to put things.
Yeah, the start of the run is kind of like an RNG fest because, like, you don't know if you're going to get a pattern of a pattern of viruses that, like, also gives you the right kind of configuration of pills to work with to make you have, like, as little drops as possible. It's just, meh. Once you get into, like, the higher levels, you start to see, like, a lot more strategy and in terms of, like, deciding what you're going to put where because you have so many options available to you then. It's pretty cool.
Oh! little antsy.
A little premature. I don't think I've ever actually heard the SNES version of Chill before.
I don't think I have either.
Yeah, you just like to play with your own music.
Highly recommend for anyone that wants to try this out for themselves. Just put on your own music. It gets you in it gets you in a better mood.
Unless your name is ACMLM, I guess.
Yeah, unless you're the world record holder that always plays with the same game music every time. I don't know how he does it. It's miraculous, in my opinion. I guess another thing you generally want to avoid is creating towers for yourself. So like a bunch of viruses stacked in a row. You can see like this red, blue, and yellow in a vertical line here. It's tough to deal with that. It's definitely like takes the longest to cut through. All right, we're down the first 6 levels.
You're going to see Sean trying to go for horizontal lines as much as possible just because horizontal lines are nicer to deal with than vertical ones. There's like usually not as much like dropping happening.
Yeah, if I can. It's definitely important not to get like tunnel vision on them though and go for them like...
Yeah, you don't want to overcommit and then like have a bunch of stuff that just falls down because you overcommitted to a horizontal when you could have just as easily done a vertical. I do that all the time.
Where'd all my blue go?
I cleared it.
Oh, that's not good. I thought I could fit in there.
It's all good.
Apparently not. That's actually especially bad because... Okay, never mind. Thanks, RNG. Gotta...
What did you say? Okay, in other news, I'm extremely mad at Azure right now for saying I'm glad the game didn't dock you for that decision.
Okay. I could use a double yellow right now. Thank you, game. So you just ask, and it works.
I wish I had that kind of skill. Getting those like cross lines always feels really nice.
Still don't really have anywhere to put yellow, blue at the moment, which stinks. Always try to keep like all your options available to you on the playfield, but it doesn't always work out that way.
Yeah, sometimes you'll see every pill color that's like available to Sean when he's trying to drop something will either be like, for example, yellow and red, but he doesn't really have anywhere to match up a blue to a blue, and he has to like kind of figure out what he's gonna do with that. Like, what's the best place to put it that will suck the least? Like, give him the least trouble to have to clear out the so-called junk later. That's like one of the more difficult skills to develop in this game, I think, is just like being able to decide right away where the best place to put your junk useless pills is that you can't like use to clear anything at.
Another player of this game definitely goes by the mantra of there is no such thing as a bad pill. You can always make them work, whether or not they're working to your advantage immediately or you let them hang around later and end up using them to your advantage. I am definitely not like that. I try to clear up my crap as soon as I can, but
it's always good to clean up your crap.
Interesting part about running this game is pretty much everyone has a different philosophy, approach, or play style to it, and you can, once you like either watch the game a lot or play the game a lot, you can almost tell who's playing just by watching the game feed without knowing who it is. I don't want to put that there. I want to put this over here. I'd like to see somebody play this. I've seen the Tetris 99 streams when people have the eye tracker, like where you're looking. It'd be really neat to see that. Oh, I missed.
Oh, that would be cool.
See that with this game. So far, no major mistakes. I probably just jinxed myself, but...
Don't worry, this is an SMRPG. There's no jinxes here. That wasn't funny, I'm sorry.
Okay, all my red is gone.
Yeah, so now Sean's got to decide what to do with red pills. Well, there he goes. He found a spot for it. Sick.
Sometimes just gotta tuck it right in there.
That's what you always see me doing.
Oh, I goofed. It's okay. That's not a bad mistake either.
Yeah, that can work. Get a double red and it's right out of there.
That's a bad
Ooh,
mistake.
Oh no.
We're fine.
Yeah, he's fine.
Just gonna have to make a bit of a mess to fix it. Okay. I just want to get rid of that at the moment. Oh, man. Okay. See if we can do something fancy here. Almost all cleaned up. Try and preserve this blue instead of kill. Okay, never mind. Thank you, game. Really need to get rid of this red right here.
Yeah, he's got nowhere to put his yellows right now. There you go.
Okay, game, I'll take some yellow.
There you go.
Alright. 9 tried getting me.
Yeah, this is also kind of a sucky setup because, like, there's nowhere really good to put half red pills. But he cleared up some space and now he's got a little more opportunity to work with them.
No.
Oh no! I see what you're going for there.
Yeah, like that's fine. I've got blue everywhere. I don't know what I want to do. I guess this.
I definitely agree with that decision. Nice.
Just want to get rid of that. Oh yeah, I just thought of it now. Another tip is like, you try to, when you're getting towards the end of the level, you want to always use your pill colors with the most like abundant virus on screen. So if you have 3 blue viruses and 1 red virus, you really want to use like your blue reds to take out the blue viruses right away. I wonder how we're doing for time.
13 minutes.
Oh, not too
47
bad.
seconds. Yeah, you're doing fine. Your estimate's like 13 minutes slower than your PB. I think you're gonna be okay.
Yeah.
Now, if it was me running this, it'd be a different story. One thing that I always forget to do is look at what my next pill is going to be. Sometimes, like, you have multiple different places you can put a pill, and the deciding factor is, like, what's coming up next. Like, if you have a line of blue and a line of yellow that can both be cleared with one pill, and then you have a blue and yellow come up, you look at the next pill and it's two blue, then you're going to want to use it to clear the yellow instead of the blue, but it's easy to forget about that, and then just be like, oh no, why didn't I pay attention? Look at all these stacks.
Stacking it up. I have no more blue. I have blue. Oh, that ain't gonna work.
Oh no! It's all good, the game was nice to you this time.
Yeah. Big thing with these older versions of Dr. Mario is they will just continually spit out the same colors over and over and over again. I know ACMLM did a little bit of research into exactly how it determines what colors the next pill will be. Oh, I should have dropped that sideways. It's no big deal.
And did he find out that, like,
The only thing I remember specifically was that there's like it's like 1 in 8 or something like that, or rather there's like, it's divided by 8 and yellow has like 1 like less, so it'd be like 3/8 blue, 3/8 red, 2/8 yellow, or something like that.
I think the Game Boy version has that problem as well, but was it the N64 one that has like a little bit better RNG with the color spotting?
It does, and I like the controls of it too. I've just like never had a N64 growing up, so I've always just played this one. Kind of have a big hole in the middle, and you don't really want to dig holes like that. I have nowhere. Oh boy. So now we've got multiple different colors on top of virus, which is not what you want. Just trying to clean this up a bit. Just gonna pile on top of these yellows over here.
Yeah, it's not too bad because you can take those yellows out with a horizontal line.
Oh, that blue though. How
Oh no!
unfortunate. Alright, I just need a lot of blue. Come on, blue.
There you go. Thank
not
you,
bad.
game.
Um, was not the best decision. Alright, cool.
Nice. Those fast pill flips in like really tight locations is always cool to watch.
Whoa. Oh, I did not want to do that. That like that, I guess. A lot of yellow.
Right after we finish explaining that's not a problem you're statistically likely to have.
Yeah, right. We'll say this game is not very blink friendly.
Yeah, in some other versions of the game, like as soon as you place a pill down, Dr. Mario like hesitates for a sec before he tosses out the next pill. That's good for blinking. In this game, that doesn't really happen. It's like instant.
Yeah, if you play on low, he'll give you like time, but obviously we want to be reducing that.
Yeah.
There's actually no difference between medium and high in terms of that. All it really does is make the last few levels more difficult. The speed increases. That little you just heard is the speed increasing of I guess the gravity of the pills falling, and yeah, for that reason alone, we pretty much play on medium. There's no speed benefit to playing on high. There is for points, but not for speed running.
That was a smart decision right there. 15. We good.
Yep, almost there.
Almost there.
The hardest levels are left, though, especially 19 and 20, as you can top out pretty easily in those. Hopefully that won't happen.
I find that also in the NES version of the game, there's like more of a hesitation before you get your next pill.
Oh, wow. Couldn't have asked for a better order there. Now I just need a double yellow. Please. Pretty please. Thank you. You just asked kindly enough.
I wish SMRPG did that when I asked for freebies.
I'm really pushing my luck right now. I need a double red. Trying really hard to hang on to that, and it's causing me to build towers. Finally.
Really wanted that horizontal.
Okay. Swing and a miss. A lot of yellow, blue. Try to work on this side first. Alright, not a bad 16. Okay, that was risky. Hopefully... I want yellow-blue over there, that's what I want. Took a second just to figure out, oh, double yellow would have worked too, Sean. Alright, we got another one. Game loves us.
Hooray. The game's treating you more nicely than I usually see it doing.
Oh boy. Okay. We're fine. It's gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be okay. A lot of red.
Really use some blue.
Oh, there goes all my yellow. It'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
What do I want to do with this, though?
Nice. Finally got rid of that yellow.
Yellow there.
So now that there's like almost no yellow viruses left in the level, Sean's gonna have to like figure out what to do with yellow pills until he clears out the rest of them.
Yeah, that was the worst place for a double blue. It's okay, it's okay. Oh my god, I got lucky.
Oh wow.
Boom.
I can't believe how nice the game is being due today.
I'm never gonna get RNG ever again in this game. This is the last speedrun I'm ever doing of it. Alright.
That means I'm not gonna wake up anymore to walk out into my living room and see you playing this. Dang.
Correct.
That sucks.
Something like that, because I want to do that and that.
Ooh.
Let's get rid of this.
In the higher levels, he's going to be trying to keep his playing field fairly horizontal for the most part. The higher levels, it really sucks to have those towers he was talking about earlier. They get a lot harder to clear out because as a level takes longer to complete, it's you're more likely to have your pills falling very, very fast. And if you have towers on either side, then starting to take them out when your pill can't even get over there in time is not good.
I'm sort of banking on a double yellow before a double red. Okay.
There we go. Ask and you shall receive, apparently.
I don't want to drop that just yet. Didn't really want to do that, but alright. I have to commit to it now. I don't want to end up making my situation much worse by waiting and waiting and waiting for a play to make that I set up. Sometimes you set up and it just doesn't work out for you. The quicker you recognize that and do something about it, the better it makes your time, because you're never going to have all your setups go your way. I got no red. Got no yellow next to red either. It's just, okay. No, it's fine. It's fine. It's good. Wow. I thought that was yellow for some reason.
Nice.
Thank you, double red.
How nice of the game.
I'm just gonna do that immediately.
Yeah. If you're playing safely, you don't want to don't want to try to do too many, I guess, complicated setups up here. Not much space to work with.
Apologies for the extended silence. I'm just concentrating a little bit here.
Apologies for not commentating, because this is too cosmic brain for me to understand what's going on.
Slip that in the bottom. I don't know what I want to do with that.
That's not a bad choice.
I'm going for it.
Oh man.
The game does not want me to go for it. It's fine though. Still get it. Alright, one more to go.
I'll get the button ready.
Okay. Oh, we're fine. It's gonna be fine.
You can handle that.
We're gonna stuff this down here. We're gonna put this like this. We're gonna put this like this and like that.
Excellent. Gamer.
That's bad. I'm trying to save it. Nope.
Oh.
No.
It's all good.
Too
All good.
Too much junk. I should have just given up on it. It would have been much faster, but it happens.
It's okay. You're still way underestimate.
Sorry, give me a couple minutes. I'll figure out some excuse as to why that happened. It's funny, though, how that can happen, and then the very next retry you do, the top of the level cleans up super nicely. Happens every time.
Every time.
You almost never get, like, looped at level 20 at the start.
Unless you're playing the Game Boy version.
Well, yeah. That's a little bit different. You have less space at the top of the level in the Game Boy version than this. They'll actually place pills. Oops. They'll place viruses up to... won't give you only one space at the top as opposed to two. This one will always give you two spaces to work with at the top, with no viruses in that row. Just need some red, man. Blue everywhere. Almost there. I guess I want to put this over here. I don't know what I want to do with that. Oh, whatever. I was trying to keep that horizontally open, but not gonna happen.
Almost there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somewhat bad. Okay, good. We got a double.
Oh, wow. Bailed out.
blue.
All right.
All right, ready on time? And time.
I did it.
Hooray!
39:44.
Yay, sub 40?
Sub 40.
All
You
right,
hit
that's all I wanted.
congrats.
With a game over, too. Well, thank everyone for watching. That was Dr. Mario. Please continue enjoying games finished.